Hey, what's going on everyone? zacgent here, Remax Real Estate Center out of Cambridge. In today's video, we're going to talk about 5 tips for staging your home. As always, this video is brought to you by my knowledge, opinion, and understanding as of the date the video was made. So now, what is staging? Well, staging your home is just moving a few things around, changing a few things to make your home look the best for selling purposes, okay? I always equate it to you're going on a date. You can go on a date in 2 different ways. You can go with like a ripped shirt, having not done your hair, or you can go with a nice shirt on, doing your hair, making your best first impression. That's all it is. It's still the same home. It's still the same you. It's just putting your best foot forward for a short period of time. When I say a short period of time, I mean staging is really only for the pictures and then for any showings you have. So it's just a small period in time that you have to worry about. Hopefully, especially in this market, it ends up being just a week or so, and then you can go back to living things normally. All right, the first tip, and this is number 1 by far, would be decluttering, okay? Remember, we're putting our best foot forward for our home. It's not how you live. I understand we all want to live comfortably, but decluttering your home is really the number 1 tip. So what is decluttering? It is getting rid of big furniture or maybe excess furniture. So sometimes people have like a couch and they have like a little armchair or something that's perfect for living every day, but it's not good for staging. Getting rid of that. Getting rid of plants, maybe some extra side tables, things like that. You want to create an open space. Another thing with decluttering, a big thing, is the kitchen. You got to get everything off your counters. Okay, I know, like I have a mixer and or coffee pot, things like that. You need to get everything off the counter so it's nice and open. Number 2 is getting rid of family photos. Okay, so I don't know. There's not many walls in my house that don't have a piece of art on it. So getting rid of a good chunk of art, not everything, but a good chunk of art, but especially family photos. You want to have all your family photos gone. This allows people to come into your home and envision themselves there. Lots of people can. Lots of people, doesn't matter what you have in your home. They can come in and look at it. But you're trying to get the most amount of money for your home. So you want those people who might not have the best vision to still be able to come in and want to buy your home. And sometimes when you have family photos, they look at the home differently, whether that's just because they picture you living in the home and never kind of, connect with the home in themselves, or whether that's maybe people judge you and they look at your pictures and then go, oh, I don't want to buy this home because of these people. Right, wrong, or indifferent, that's the reality. And you want to get the most amount of money in your home. So if you have not the nicest people who want to buy your home who'll give you amount of money, what does it matter? Tip number 3, don't forget about the outside. This is a silly one, but it makes a big difference. You've heard the expression curb appeal, meaning you stand on the curb and look at the home and it appeals to you. So that's all this is. We're talking about clearing away pathways. Some people, for whatever reason, like to line their walkways with those kind of pine needle trees. Get rid of that. Clear it as open as possible. Let the home shine through. Clean up a garden, maybe not a green thumb, but clean up the garden beds, making sure that that's nice and presentable. Trimming trees where you need to, cutting the grass. If it's in the winter, make sure it's shoveled and looks nice. You could throw in a couple bucks here if you really wanted to, with maybe updating your walkway or things like that, but you don't really need to. A lot of times you can just clean things up. Or on the other side, if your outside is pretty bare, you can just add a few plants, a few shrubs here and there, maybe make a garden that costs you a couple $100, but really changes the outside of the home. Tip number 4 is break out the elbow grease. It's a pain in the butt, but it makes a huge difference. Things like cracks in your trim or trim that's been separated, holes in your walls that you never got around to repairing. The other side of that would be obviously if you follow tip number 2 and take away your family photos, you're gonna have holes that you need to patch in. Cleaning your grout in your tile, whether that's in your kitchen, your bathroom. I have gone into homes where it looks like the bathroom, the shower, the tub has never been cleaned the whole time that people live there, and that just devalues your home. If you take care of those little imperfections that every home gets over time, when people come into your home, they're gonna feel that the home is you cared about it when you lived there and you took care of the home, and that, again, it's a silly thing, but it can make people want to live in your home more and drive up the price. And tip number 5 is let there be light. What I mean by this is drapes, shutters, everything on your windows should be as open as possible, okay? Not every home has the ability to create light naturally, so you have to kind of do it. So making your windows as open as possible, changing rooms that have dark paint to to lighter paint. More of a neutral paint is a big key. Again, that costs a few bucks, but it's going to work out in the end. Other things would be, if you have dark furniture, as you can see I have a dark blue couch, throwing lighter pieces on that, like a lighter pillows or even a lighter blanket for the showing helps a lot. And things as well, I know it sounds silly, small little plants in various areas, as well as something silly like a bowl of lemons in the kitchen opens it up. Another thing too to think about is replacing light bulbs with the daylight. So most light bulbs have that little yellow hue. If you have kind of a naturally dark room and there's not much you can do about it, changing the light in that room to the daylight light really improves it quite a lot. And one bonus tip for you is there's professional stagers out there. So I've worked with them in the past. They've done an amazing job. Stagers can come in, look at a place and say, I think we should do this, this, and this. The other thing with stagers that they have is they have things to rent. So usually you pay a stager for the initial thing and then you pay them for like a monthly rental of their, you needed a table or you needed artwork or things like that. And that can really make a big difference and only costs a few bucks. And it saves you from having to do that on your weekend. All right, that's it for me for this video. Feel free to reach out, as always, by phone, text, or email. My information is always at the end of every video. And if you live in the Southern Ontario area, maybe pop over to zacgent.com and there's a request you can fill out for a free home evaluation. I can pop by and tell you what your home might be worth. But until next time, everyone, take care of yourselves, all right?